It's Thursday, July 26th, and this is Drive Check, a Cardfight Vanguard podcast.
Later, I'll look for it later. Okay.
What do you mean by early on in the show? Oh, because you're just on episode 30 of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that show's never had any appeal to me at all.
Me neither until I started watching it because a bunch of people said it was good, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you eat one piece of the fruit, it gives you a special power.
No.
One kind of fruit gives you special power.
Well, but isn't it called One Piece because he ate a piece of the fruit?
One Piece is the treasure that all the pirates are searching for.
Oh.
He ate the devil fruit.
Devil fruit, yeah.
And he got stretchy powers.
Yep.
Why didn't any of his friends eat the fruit?
Some of them,
Hey.
his crewmates don't, but other characters do.
No, I know that there's like bad guys who also are other pirates. Luffy does not look like a pirate to me because he's got a straw hat.
So
That's the whole point.
He's the straw hat pirate. That's his thing.
You're not selling me on this. Jack, what? Because Cole isn't ready for us yet. I need you to tell me where are you with Vanguard right now?
I'm caught on the show?
No, in your decks, cards, competitiveness. Are you ready to throw down?
No, I don't have any new cards except the trial decks.
Which trial deck?
I bought both of them.
Oh, okay. Everybody bought both of them. They made so much money off of those trial decks. I am literally sitting here right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 unopened boxes of trial decks. So that's 24. Plus, I have an open box that has 4 Kagero decks in it. 28. Plus the 6 Royal Paladin decks that I have that I opened because I wanted to get all the shiny cards out of them.
How many ASPs did you pull?
From the trial decks?
Yeah.
0.
Damn.
Now, from the Q4 booster set, I've got that sweet Origin Rare Aichi Sendo Blaster Blade.
Nice.
But I haven't played in a while because my recording schedule for It's Super Effective has been difficult. But my mom and my niece are coming to visit this weekend, and they are bringing Vanguard cards, and they're going to come play Vanguard.
Nice. Well, I was going to buy a case split for Aquaforce, but it was too expensive, I felt, for what I was getting. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Well, the option was either to get your plane ticket to come to Gen Con or get a case split for Aquaforce, right? So you decided to get the plane ticket for Gen Con.
Well,
because there's no way that you would let our listeners and fans down on Saturday, August 4th at 3 p.m. when we were going to be giving a delightful seminar on the state of Cardfight Vanguard 2018, I'm sure.
I would, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I can feel the disappointment growing in my heart. And there's not much room for it because there's plenty of disappointment there already. Is it really at 3 o'clock, Cole?
Is it?
I believe it is 3 o'clock in the... What's the name of the stadium where the Colts play?
Lucas Oil.
Yeah. Is it the Colts?
Yep, Colts. Indianapolis Colts.
They used to be the Baltimore team.
Baltimore Colts moved to Indy.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Indianapolis Colts.
So yeah, we're going to be in the Lucas Oil Stadium seminar rooms. If anybody's going to Gen Con listening to this and for some reason hasn't gotten a free ticket for our seminar. And Jack, you're going to be challenging new players at our Learn to Play Vanguard Fun Play session, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
It's like in all of your 20 years of life, you're 20 now, right?
Yeah.
You've
I am.
never ceased to disappoint me.
No.
It's 20 years of disappointment. You know what's more disappointment?
Yeah, how many of those years of disappointment have you experienced, though? Not all 20 of them.
No, but like literally more than a tenth of them. Wow, think of it that way. You're so young. You kids these days. What's even more disappointing, though, is that we have one slot left in our Learn to Play Cardfight Vanguard fun play session. For $4, you get a trial deck. You know, what more could you ask for? And sweet Drive Check a Cardfight Vanguard podcast swag.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get some swiggity swag.
I'm really confused as to when we switched over from not recording to recording, but I'm glad we're here.
That's the way I do it. If you haven't learned we're now in year 3 of...
No, I've learned. It's been a while since that trick has been pulled on me.
It's been a while since you've been on the Will Anderson emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You could say that again.
But you missed it.
I'm here. My chair is all pulled up, and I'm ready to go.
Pullupachair.com.
Pullupachair.com.
That actually takes you directly to our Patreon. I should literally register that URL and have it go directly to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Pull up a chair.
I'll just do pullupachair.cash.
Pullupachair.com currently
Cash.
goes to nothing.
We can do a pull up a chair.cards.
Pullupachair.com goes to a gray page.
Probably means I can buy it.
I would hope so.
Because I'm rich with those Patreon funds.
What about .net? Oh,
No.
Pullupachair.net has expired.
Yeah, I think we already have drivecheck.net.
Pullupachair.org. Pull up a chair. A few favorite chair. Pullupachair.org is an actual website and it's hilarious.
What is it about?
It's like some housewife's blog.
Oh, how nice.
That's adorable.
All right.
Aw.
Cole,
Mm-hmm.
what are your Vanguard shenanigans?
I played in a shop tournament thing
On Friday night when you couldn't hang
Friday
out with
night.
me?
and Monday.
Oh,
Monday
gee,
night.
that's excessive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta get good, right?
Well,
Yeah. I think I did what? 2, 1, 2, and 2 or something. I have an average batting. Let's just put it that way. Last week or Monday was bad. Monday was bad.
well, it's not you. The problem is it's just that Grand Blue is not out yet.
Yeah, there we go. And for like the first 2 games, I totally forgot about Perfect Riser's restanding ability. Really, literally the only reason to play him is because he restands 2 units for 2 counterblasts.
Yeah, that's why when you're playing against Nova Grapplers, you don't give them counterblasts.
Yeah. I lost to a guy at the shop, Alex Wilson, and he was running 16 grade 3 in Nova Grapplers, and I think he ended up winning that night and didn't lose a single
16
match.
grade 3s?
What?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is his
That
name
was-
Morikawa?
Deck looked like so much fun.
Did he
So
ever get grade stuck?
I don't remember if he did. If he did, he just waited out. I was able to guard enough to offset it's like the grade deficit. He was able to outplay it or play it around that. So I want to borrow his build and see if I can enjoy that for the next couple of weeks.
No, there is no
Grand Blue
enjoying
comes out.
Nova Grapplers. They're not intended to be enjoyed.
Yeah. Man, Excel is hard to play against Force.
So, Jack, you want to go Aquaforce, but it's too pricey right now. So, do you think you're going to do golds, or you're going to put some money aside for golds, or who?
I think so. My problem is might do Aquaforce, but I might just do Premium Aquaforce. I think it's just I don't know how I feel about Standard in general still, you know? So
It's
it's
a lot
kind
of fun. That's how I feel about it.
Is it really? It just doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's more I don't know. Maybe I still might do Aquaforce. I'm just not gonna do the case split.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. But I'm probably also gonna do Gold Paladins because it's Ezel. And Ezel Gold Paladins is like the best
Why is
Jack
Ezel
and-
Gold Paladins the best?
because Ezel is the best unit in Vanguard.
What if they change the
why-
mechanic?
I mean, I don't actually know if I'll care. I think it's
Yeah.
just
You just want that hair.
well. I mean, Ezel Excel circle spamming in Premium is going to be really fun. That's for sure.
So I have a question for both of you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I have two for Jack actually. First off, have you been to like your locals and like seen other people playing Vanguard?
No,
Okay.
I
So
don't have one of those places you call locals.
all right. So then I guess I'll direct this to Will. How many or how often does your shop play Premium?
So far, never.
Yeah. So like we've tried to run Premium events at my shop. However, no one. Like, I think maybe 3 people total, me included, were interested in running Premium.
Well, that's because there's 4 decks you can play total right now. Once
That's true.
every
Well,
plan
I mean,
has
you can
support.
play G-era decks in
You
Premium.
can, but
It's just-
why would you want to? Why would you want to when you don't have access to new triggers or anything like that? You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the new triggers versus the old triggers are really confusing.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
anyways. Aquaforce just topped some event in Premium, so that was cool.
Well,
Okay.
I'm my only
You can
premium
get
deck
your-
right now is actually my
Oh.
Royal Paladin deck. I don't have a premium Oracle Think Tank deck, even though I wish I did, because that cannot be guarded attack thing is just so sweet.
It's dirty.
All right. I am not caught up on the cartoon. I don't know how I somehow have fallen behind. The last thing I saw was Kamui got really upset because these people showed up at the store with gloves.
Yeah, that was the newest episode.
And
Yeah.
but I mean I only watched half of it, and he was like,
Okay.
"Oh no, the gloves have come to find me," and he's really scared of gloves. And I'm like, gloves are your friend. They keep your hands clean when you have to touch things. Did I
missed-
tell you?
You
Wait,
missed Edgy Kai though.
let me tell you a story about gloves. On Tuesday, because we haven't been talking too much lately, but on Tuesday, you know, I work at a university, a major
Okay.
international research institution, sure, with a medical school.
Yeah.
And one of my staff members, because I actually have staff members again, asked me to come meet somebody with him because he didn't feel comfortable meeting them on his own because it was a technology problem that he kind of wanted a second set of eyes on to help resolve the technology problem. Really like using computers in the classroom kind of problem, right? That's what I do, right? I figure out, solve computer problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it turns out, and I wish he had told me this ahead of time before our 10 a.m. meeting. It turns out that the person he wanted me to meet was the university coroner. So when you donate your body to the school to be used for research purposes, he's the guy who gets them ready for the students. And he was working when we showed up at his office.
Oh man.
So then let me put quotes around this classroom that he needed help with was actually the set of labs where they dissect the bodies. And there were probably about 12 bodies in body bags in the room while I'm trying to solve a computer problem.
Wow.
And there were also plastic bins with organs that had been removed sitting on the table. And I'm like, I'm going to be real professional here. But the real kicker was when I had to leave, when we were done and we left and we walked out of the, quote, classroom, there's this blue like sticky stuff literally on the floor of the door frame of the door. So you have to step on this blue sticky stuff to leave the classroom. And as I'm saying goodbye to Mr. Coroner and shake his hand, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. What is that stuff? And he said, well, environmental health and safety requires us to put those, around on the door frames around here. And he's like, because if anything, tissue gets on your shoes, it'll stick to the blue stuff and you don't walk it down the hall with you. Oh, gloves are your friends, kids. You don't have to be scared of gloves. So, all right. So Kamui's scared of the gloves.
So what Will is saying is that he's a part of Team Asteroid or the Foo Fighters, as it was stated in the anime.
Most likely, because I love Shadow Paladins.
Do you love Dave Grohl?
Hey, he's not bad.
Yeah, Dave Grohl's from this area. He's from Northern Virginia. So heck yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think he's a Foo Fighter.
He is a Foo Fighter. So tell me,
he's like a nice one though.
Tell me the story of this episode. What happens after Kamui gets all freaked out?
Edgy Kai comes in and he's like,
the solitary fighter.
No. Yeah, Edgy Kai. Well, he's not solitary. He's Edgy Kai in this episode.
In the dub, what is he in the dub?
Aloof.
The aloof fighter.
Why do they have to ruin him that way?
I don't know.
That's what they call it in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it goes up to Kote and he's like, there's an even stronger fighter than me. You ever heard of the aloof fighter?
And Kote's like, no, because that's the dumbest name ever. So Kai comes in.
Sub again?
Solitary
fighter.
Yeah,
which is much better.
Aloof? Oh my god.
All right, Kai shows up to fight Team Asteroid, and what happens? Or Foo Fighter? No, it's not Team Asteroid. It's Team
Foo Fighters.
A4. Yeah.
They speak in the dub. They call them, or the sub. They call it. They speak it visually, or not. Oh my gosh! The voices say Foo Fighters. Translation says Asteroid.
What?
Yeah.
Did you notice in the cartoon when they were trying to explain what Foo Fighters were, they showed pictures of World War II airplanes?
Yeah.
How are they going to explain that in the dub? We're Team Asteroid 1942 fighter jets with some glowing object in the sky. Oh, you've done us wrong, folks. So
anyway,
the white-haired guy is playing Mega Colony?
Yeah, he's like with a red or maroon like tracksuit suit or something like that.
Heck yeah, it's some Adidas tracksuit, looking good, looking fly.
So is this the reason that Mega Colony is in this set is because of this one dude that we're never going to probably see again?
Well, the reason Mega Colony's in the set is because they had to release cards from each clan and might as well do it now.
I know, but is this their anime like?
It could be.
Like? I guess.
But we haven't seen Tachikaze yet or Spike Brothers really, so I don't know.
That's true, and the set's coming out in a week and a half.
Yep. So apparently the gloves were made by Tetsu, who is the Dark Regular dude, and I guess to make fighters better, it senses the motion when they put a damage into their damage zone. It sends an electric shock down or up
through their body,
hand or whatever.
This concept is just so. They did this in the original, right? This concept of the gloves? Or
no, they did it in Stride, Generation Stride with
they did?
Yeah.
The gloves themselves were in the original, but they were just like a way, like almost like a dual disc sort of.
Because I just so dumb. I'm sorry. It's dumb. Just like it's real dumb. It's real dumb.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway.
Kai fights Mega Kalani guy.
No. But you realize that this is the motivation for like the rest of the season is these gloves that shock you. Like that's dumb.
No. Psyqualia is coming back. Don't you worry.
But I know, but still, like I bet Kai's gonna have Psyqualia this time too, huh?
No.
Right.
I bet you, yeah.
Absolutely not. I bet you 100%
Well,
he's not.
Well, isn't the set called? What's the set that's coming out? It's called Psyqualia.
Psyqualia something.
Yeah, and
Like
who are the
Psyqualia
two
Crisis.
cards that are in that set?
Exculpate, Blaster, and
Well, no,
Log.
it's because Kai is fighting against Aichi having Psyqualia like he did before. Because he remembers when what's his name? Shinigami
Ren Suzugamori.
Ren Suzugamori. He remembers when he got the Psyqualia and how bad things turned, and then he doesn't want to see that happen to Aichi. So it's the same story over again. But this is what I need to know.
I wonder how they're gonna do it this time, because he's gonna play. Well, no, because in the first time, Exculpate the Blaster was how he defeated Ren.
No, Exculpate the Blaster only existed in the manga. So
no, that's what I meant in the manga. That's how he defeated Ren.
I don't know. Then that's what's gonna happen.
Maybe it becomes his new Alfred.
I still need to know whether Kai beat the Mega Colony guy.
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay.
No, okay, well, technically, Kai goes to, like, deal the last damage or whatever, and the guy gets so freaked out, he throws his cards and runs away like a little coward. And then Kai says something to Kamui. He's like, don't you ever fight Foo Fighter / Asteroid ever again. They're bad news, whatever, and blah, 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 blah.
But Kamui didn't want to fight them.
Kamui did. He was going to fight him, and then he couldn't take the gloves off and put them on himself because it's flashbacks to when his old shop, Kamui's old shop, was taken over by Asteroid, and they forced his friends, Reiji and Eiji.
And I miss those guys.
I'm surprised that they were even in there in the show.
That's a little throwback.
Yeah, it was great.
Maybe they'll come back.
That's true. Maybe they'll play Tachikaze and Spike Brothers.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. Because we have random characters bringing in new clans.
It's true. That's true. Yeah. So that's the whole reason that Kamui is really afraid of Foo Fighters / Asteroid. So that's it. Anyway.
All right. What's the errata? I don't think you guys got anything wrong.
No. Well, Cole did. And I did not. You're correct, Will. But Cole did, in fact, get something wrong.
All right, fine. I'll take it. When we recorded,
yeah,
that was before the clarification that the new Commander Laurel in the V series, it was not restricted like the original Commander Laurel. So in Premium, you can have one of the old Commander Laurel and 3 of the new Commander Laurel.
And what did I say, Cole? What did I say last
they'll
week?
They'll probably separate it by the series that they're in.
Yeah, and what did you say?
I didn't think that they would do that.
Yeah, and what did they do?
They did that.
I think I cut that out of the episode, actually.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
No, I heard it.
That's
what reminded me to do it.
I'll re-upload it. I'll cut that out.
I'm not allowed to be right ever. I come in, I'm never on, and then I come in and I just prove everyone wrong because that's what I do, I guess. But yeah, so Laurel, you can play 4 Laurel in Premium. It just has to be 3 of the new one and 1 of the old one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how good the new one's going to be in Premium, though.
I don't know either. I don't think it's as good, but
definitely not.
Yeah, it's still pretty potent in Standard, especially early
Standard,
game.
But we'll see. Anyways.
All right, so they've revealed the greatest card of 2018 in some people's opinion, worst card in 2018 in other people's opinions. Its name is Blaster Dark. I cannot wait to have a Shadow Paladin deck so I can be an edgelord. Grade 2, normal unit from United Sanctuary. It's a Shadow Paladin. We've already said that.
Blaster Dark.
Power 10k, shield 5k. 2 skills. Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When this card is placed, Counterblast 1, your opponent chooses one of their rearguards and retires it. All right, so it used to be that Blaster Dark was kind of a mirror of Blaster Blade. And Blaster Blade was it grade 1 or less, and Blaster Dark was grade 2 or more, or how did that
Wasn't
one go?
no. That was Blaster Spirit. Blaster Blade was front row. Blaster Dark was back row. I think is what it was.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Well, now I have to look it up to prove you wrong.
I mean, I could be wrong. I probably am wrong.
It's luckily we have the power of the internet at our fingertips. Auto, Counterblast 2. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So it was any rear guard. What?
Yeah, they just did the same thing.
No. Are you?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they just did the same thing.
There had to be a difference somewhere.
Oh no, Blaster Blade was grade 2 or greater on rear guard, but on Vanguard it was any and retire it, and then Blaster Dark was on rear guard.
No, Vanguard only.
Oh no, yeah, Vanguard.
Blaster
only.
Dark has Vanguard only skills. So what's not nice is number 1 that your opponent gets to choose which rear guard they retire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not. But like Shadow Paladins have played like that before though. Like during Stride era with Blaster, with the Diablo Stride, whatever the Blaster Dark Diablo, the one that was in the Legend deck. Your opponent chooses 2 rear guards and retires them for that skill too. That's not something new.
All right, so the second skill is an act skill. Once per turn, if your opponent has no rear guards, discard 1 card from your hand. During that turn, this unit gets drive +1. So basically, It gets twin drive if you force your opponent to have no rear guards and you can discard a card from your hand. For a grade 2 twin drive, I was hoping it would be more exciting. I'm hoping that there will be a lot of cards that like refer to Shadow Paladin, or like the grade 3s will be boosters for Shadow Paladin, and much in the way that Alfred is for Shadow Paladin, Blaster Dark. Much in the way that
you've got Dark Dictator, which is coming, which is I think the grade 3 in the trial deck probably.
What does that one do?
Well, in the original, Dark Dictator was it was a manga promo, or it was a promo along with Dragonic Waterfall, so it was like bad in the vein of the old Dragonic Waterfall was, because they were both manga cards. Dark Dictator was like Ren's grade 3 and Waterfall was Kai's grade 3 from the manga originally. Dark Dictator, the old one, your units cannot boost this unit and then on Vanguard continuous. During your turn, this unit gets plus 2k for each of your Shadow Paladin rear guards. Soul Blast 3. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do choose up to 2 of your Shadow Paladin rear guards in the front row, they get plus 5k until the end of the turn. So it was like, he was kind of like a mirror of old Alfred.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but like, he's obviously going to be better this time around because Alfred Early was better this time around compared to his.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll refer to Blaster Dark and give Blaster Dark some cool something or other.
Yeah.
All right. This week, unfortunately, I tried to get my coworker Alan, who basically Mega Colony is his main clan, on, but I forgot that Thursday nights is X-Wing nights, so he's playing X-Wing. So we're going to go through the Mega Colony cards that have been revealed. All of them have been revealed, Cole?
Uh-huh.
This is going to be painful. But we're going to do them by grade, I think, is going to be the easiest. So what I would like is, Cole, if you could start with the grade 0s.
Okay.
And go through those for us.
All right, so we have, let's start with Machining Worker Ant. He's your basic starter on Ride Draw a card.
What? That skill is overpowered.
It is, dude. It is, for sure. All right. Then we have Machining... Oh, I just read that. Jocular Cicada. It's grade 0. It's continuous. If this unit would be placed on the rearguard circle, it is called as rest. An auto on the rearguard circle when it attacks until end of battle. Triple this unit's power, and at the end of that battle, retire this unit.
What would its power be?
I'm pretty sure it's 5,000.
So it can't attack on its first turn unless you can get it to stand with no stand triggers. But if it does attack, it is 15k unless it's boosted.
It's a 6k.
Oh, it's 6k. even better.
18k.
Oh, yeah, that's a magic number.
And if it's boosted, that also gets tripled.
Oh, yeah, the power from boosting is counted. Wow, that's even better than I thought.
But if it boosts, that doesn't happen because it has to be the attacker.
Correct.
But when he's called, he's in red. Like, that's so bad. Like, he has summoning sickness.
We will discuss that later.
All right.
Ooh.
Give me the other grade zeros.
So there's Shelter Beetle, who is a critical trigger. There's
Crit.
Sharp Nail Scorpion, crit as well. Larva Mutant Lava Draft, draw. Medical Battler
Ronplee?
Ronplee. Oh, I thought it just wasn't.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
it's Sharp Nail Scorpio.
Scorpio, sorry. Scorpio. That is your heal trigger, or the Ramply is your heal, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And then you have your draw perfect guard as your, where'd you go? Paralyzed Madonna.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
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 And that's just a draw trigger, perfect guard like everybody gets.
Yep. And that's all the grade zeros. I feel like they have less grade zeros than normal.
Nah, I think that's the same as everybody else. Except no front triggers.
Yeah, no front triggers, but even the clans that had front triggers also had
Well, no front triggers because they're the Protect clan.
Yes.
yeah. Like Excel. Yeah, see, wait. Yeah, no, so like I'm looking at Tachikaze. Tachikaze had 2 front triggers, a regular draw, and 2 crits. And a heal.
Well, yeah, because they have front triggers.
Yeah, okay, so they're getting 2 more cards in general.
Yes, but I mean, because they're triggers, so you're still limited with how many you can have in your deck.
Right, but you can change your combination of whatnot, and you can't really with this. It just comes down to you want more draws or more crits.
But I mean, what would the other choice be? You can't have more heals.
And stands don't exist anymore.
More
So
stands.
yeah, I guess, wow,
So you kind of painted yourself into a corner.
that sucks.
Jack Lieb,
Yeah.
could you please review the grade 1s from Mega Colony Standard for me, please?
Yeah. Here we go. We got Machining Hornet.
That's
Auto
the kind of
ban-
bee that bites instead of stings.
Auto, Vanguard to Rearguard. When its attacker, the attack that it boosted hits a Vanguard, look at 6 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 grade 3 from among them, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, and if you put it into your hand and this unit is on Rearguard, put this unit into your soul.
Oh.
So, grade fixer.
On hit.
Mhm.
On hit, grade fixer. Only for grade 3s. Pretty mediocre, if you ask me. Spiteful Hopper. Auto, Rearguard. When placed, cost. Soul Blast 1. One of your other units gets plus 6k until end of turn. If you don't have a face-up card in your damage zone, countercharge 1. So if you've used all your counterblasts for a Soul Blast 1, you get plus 6k and a countercharge. That's pretty good.
That is not bad at all, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a pretty good card. Because even if you just because that just means you want to use all your counterblast all the time, because you have 4 of these, so you can countercharge for a Soul Blast. It's really easy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep. But we'll have to
Phantom
see
Black,
if there's another card that requires soul, like a Mega Blast or something like that. That's what we have to be
Maybe.
careful of.
well, not really, because you can only countercharge one at a time with Spiteful Hopper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you have... So you can't use him when you have any face-up damage. So, like, you only want to call him after all of your counterblasts are used up.
Yeah, but that could still be early.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about Phantom Black.
When it boosts, discard a card from your hand until the end of the battle. This unit gets plus 6k, and your opponent cannot call normal units from hand to the Guardian Circle.
How
Well, then.
rude.
Wow, then. That's a pretty good effect.
Thank goodness my perfect guards are draw triggers.
So I think it's this card in premium with Overwhelm. I think it was where it essentially becomes like a lockdown or something like that.
There's a lot of those in premium, I guess.
Yeah.
Premium is just horrible. If you're not playing
It's
Oracle
the
Think
worst.
Tank or Mega Colony, you're not playing.
So that's a really good card. I like that one. Falsehood Mutant Dazzle Mothel, the regular perfect guard. Karma Queen, 15k shield, pretty regular.
Karma Queen. Come and go.
Platoon Leader, Butterfly Officer, Auto Rearguard. When placed, cost, rest this unit. Choose up to one of your other rearguards and it gets plus 10k power. If you choose at the end of that turn, put this into your soul, countercharge 1. So Mega Colony's got a lot of countercharge.
Yeah,
Two
and
countercharges.
oh wait, so the card that you powered up goes into the soul.
Yeah.
'Cause I was gonna say if this
So
was
you
in a
lose
boost
two-
area,
So you lose 2 units.
how do you
Yeah.
lose 2?
No, you rest
So
this one.
You rest this. Oh, you rest it. Oh no.
So
Yeah.
what you do is you put this in the back, and then you rest it as if it would have boosted anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
and you give the plus 10 to the card in front of
Yes.
it, and that card gets soul charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to be cycling grade 2s a lot here. I mean, that's nice because you soul charge that one, then you Spiteful Hopper and you soul blast it out, and you've got 2 counter charges going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, Cole, I want you to do the grade 2s because I want the grade 3s for me.
All right. Grade 2. Water Gang. Auto on the rearguard circle. When it is stood, cost is counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul and draw 2 cards. I draw 2 cards is nice.
No stand triggers, though. So it's just like at the beginning of your turn.
All
right.
No.
Keep going. Keep going.
It could be that, but okay. Bloody Hercules. Auto rearguard circle. 1 place. Cost. Soul blast 1 and put it and this unit gets power plus 6,000 until end of turn. I totally forgot to put the power levels of everything down as well.
Yeah, you did, folks. You're gonna have to look these up yourselves.
Imagine it's gonna be in the sweet spot of 18, kind of.
No, on its own,
plus
it's a grade
6,000.
2. It's probably going to be a 10.
10, so it would be 15 or 16.
Grade 2s are 10Ks now, right?
Well, it depends on the clan.
Oh, well, this is a protect clan.
Clanned? With a D?
Excuse me? Excuse me, sir.
Well, I mean, I know that Force has the 10k power, and Excel has literally the highest grade 2 that we have in Excel is a 9k.
Well, this is a 9K. I looked it
Okay.
up.
Yeah, so it's 15. So I guess Force is really the only ones that have like 10Ks.
Yes.
So, yes, that would becomes 15K. Okay. Its second ability, Auto, Vanguard, or Rearguard. When its attack hits, countercharge 1, and one of your units gets power plus 6 until end of turn. So, that's the third countercharge option in Mega Colony.
But it's on hit, so it's bad.
It is on hit. But it's
There's-
also at grade 2. So,
There's just a lot of soul charge and soul blast going on here, too.
yeah.
Gonna be moving those cards around.
See,
Yeah.
I was saying there's a lot of countercharge, but there's no cards really that cost more than one counterblast so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like if you get into the grade 2s, there's more counterblast, but like you don't need countercharge if you don't have counterblast.
Yep.
There's no, I'm
Maybe it's setting up for the next support.
sure that's what it's doing.
Yeah. All right. Machining Mantis. Auto on the Vanguard or Rearguard circle. When placed, counterblast 1. Look at 6 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 grade 3 card from among them. Put it
Wow.
into your hand. Shuffle your deck, and this unit gets power plus 6,000 until end of turn.
I've heard of this
Almost-
skill before,
Almost like we just talked about this card.
except you don't have to soul charge it.
Well, but because it's a grade 2, it's better. It's up.
It's also on place too, where Machining Hornet was when it is boosted. When it's boosted
On
attack hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So this one's better, obviously, but
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
yeah, I guess I don't hate this one. 'Cause it's a 15K. You just gotta get another boost, and then you're.
You also
Plus
want to
it-
remember that you want to keep cycling grade 3s now because you're not striding. So
Mhm.
your good grade 3 skill only comes out when you place a new grade 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. Nasty Smog.
Nasty smog do 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 do
Is that a song?
by Janet Jackson, except it was Nasty Boys.
Oh, okay. Auto Rearguard circle. When placed, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, rest it, and stand one of your rearguards.
Well, finally a mega colony skill I can recognize.
Right. And then it has a second ability, continuous rearguard circle. All of your opponent's units in the back row in the same column as this unit cannot stand during the stand phase.
Well, I can't stand that skill.
Uh,
So finally a little bit of control.
Yeah.
But what scares me is that they've weakened the control of Mega Colony so much. What are they going to do with Link Joker? Oh,
Delete.
I know. It's just going to be delete. It's not going to be controlled at
No.
all,
no locking,
Oh, thank
basically.
goodness.
just deleters.
Yeah. So I like that. That's cool.
You can use this with what's it called? That one, the one that you
yeah.
get.
The one when it
Red
stands.
Platoon, yeah, platoon
Platoon leader, butterfly officer, and also jocular cicada.
Rest it, give plus 10k, and then you get countercharge 2 because you just choose the same unit twice. So you give it plus 20k, and then it countercharges 2 because you don't really need. I mean, honestly, that's probably the only countercharge you need in the whole deck is if you're playing like that one card, because that combo where you can use it twice and then countercharge 2 is way better than the other. And this also works with Jocular Cicada too.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Now we're getting to
And-
Combo Town.
Boom.
It also works with Burner Ant.
Burner
So
Ant.
An act rearguard circle. Rest this unit for the cost. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the same column as this unit and move it to your opponent. Move it to your opponent's open rearguard circle.
Ooh. So if they have a grade 2 and they don't have a booster for their Vanguard, you can move the grade 2 behind their Vanguard, and then it's stuck there, and it's like you retired it.
Yeah. Or if there are cards that are specifically made to boost a certain card, you can move one of those around and basically kind of throw off that entire column too.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good, but not as good as it could have been.
Wait, there's a second ability. Act on the rearguard circle. Cost discard a card from your hand. Stand this unit, and it gets power plus 5,000 until end of turn.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Boom!
But the first skill is not once per turn, so discard a card from your hand, rest it again, and move another one of their rearguards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I feel like
I don't want to get rid of that many cards from my hand, though.
yeah, why would you need to move more than because
I don't know.
anyways,
You could do it Don't think you
could.
should, but you could.
I'm just
You could if
saying
you
the
wanted to.
possibility exists. All right, grade 3s
And
all for
you
me.
can stand him again. You can stand him again and get another +5.
True.
And
That's
then
true.
rest him again, and you can just switch all of your opponent's rear guards to different circles.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just move them
It's
around.
like one of those like what is that? The little slide puzzles where you have the picture and the tiles, and you have to slide the tiles around. Those things are impossible. Grade 3s, all for
Will.
me's.
Your time to shine.
Machining Spark Hercules. So this is the machining subclan. Remember them? They
Yeah.
like work on cars and stuff. It gives the Protect gift. Protect, as Cole likes to say, with 2 C's.
Okay.
Act on the Vanguard Circle only once per turn. Counterblast 2. Oh dear. Choose 5 of your rear guards, stand them, and they get power plus 5k until end of turn. Choose all of your opponent's units, rest them, and they get power minus 5,000 until end of your opponent's next turn. That is way too much, because that rests the Vanguard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do
So
they
they get
stay
minus-
rested until the end, or is it just the power drop until the end of your opponent's
It's
next
just the
turn?
power drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It just makes it easier for you to hit and harder for them to guard.
Well, no, but what's the point of resting them then? Like, that's just for flavor.
Well,
Yeah,
if there's
I
something
think-
else that says that they can't stand. So hold on. His
Well-
second skill, activated on the Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost, put a grade 2 or less rear guard into your soul. This unit gets power plus 5k until end of turn for each of your opponent's unit in rest.
Ooh, there
Yeah,
you
that's it.
go.
So if they had a full field of 6, you're adding 30k to Machining Spark Hercules. All right, folks, when you're playing against Mega Colony, no rear guards. All right.
And don't give them damage.
Oh, yeah, because you don't want them to have that counterblast
you
too.
don't want them to. Yeah, you don't want them to countercharge too much. Be careful.
Ugh. How do you win if you can't give? They got to wait till they deck out because they soul charged everything. Machining Stag Beetle. This is like a deer. Also has the Protect gift. Auto on the Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle. When placed from hand, call up to 2 cards from your soul to the Rearguard Circle as rest. And if this unit was placed on the Vanguard Circle, this unit gets the original power of all of the units called with this effect until end of turn. So you can pick the 2 cards from your soul that you put on the Rearguard Circle as rest.
And then you can stand them with your other grade 2.
That's Vanguard Circle only. Oh, this has a Rearguard Circle skill too. So
Yeah.
No, nasty smog, I meant.
And if you stood you call Water Gang out of your soul, counterblast 1, and you just draw 2 cards when it's stood.
Wow. This is too much. Death Warden Ant Lion Protect. Auto Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When it attacks, cost is Soul Blast 1 grade 3 and discard 2 hands from your hand, 2 cards from your hand. It sounds like Victorious Deer. And until end of that battle, this unit gets power plus 10k, crit plus 1, and your opponent cannot call sentinels from hand to the guard circle. Ugh. So you combine that with the other one, with the normal units one, Phantom Black.
Mhm.
So they have your opponent can't guard in standard?
Yeah. No. That's the
Yeah,
thing. There's quite a few cards that have already come out that are like that.
but these are only end of the battle, so they don't combo.
It's for that battle. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't combo. But still,
Oh, they don't?
this
Are
is
you
like
sure?
yeah, it's
Until
because it's
end of
until
that
end of the
battle.
battle. So Death Warden Antlion's a grade 3,
Yeah,
and
no, I'm
Phantom
saying
Black
Phantom
is a
Black
grade
is
1.
Yeah,
And it's when it boosts, so you
Yeah.
can combine them.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Combine that. Sorry.
Oh. And
But this
Your
one,
opponent
if you
can't
have a
guard.
way, yeah, if you had a way to, well, obviously there are ways to restand Death Warden Antlion, but you could use his attack again,
so that's
his ability again.
you have to discard 3 cards from hand in order to get that,
But-
which I think is fair for an attack that
Crit
can't be
plus
guarded.
1. Yeah, but it's a 2 crit attack guaranteed that they can't
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
I mean, the deck seems too clunky to be able to pull it off that often, but it's a combo that's there.
Well, no, it's can't call from hand. So I mean, I guess you can intercept.
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah, but, like, that's-
Negronora could still guard this.
There you go. In premium, strong toxic mutant Hellman's mayonnaise. No, I'm sorry,
No.
Hell Demise. I think Hellman's mayonnaise is also a strong toxic mutant. Auto on the rearguard circle. When placed, choose one of your opponent's rearguard, rest it, and stand one of your rearguards. Nice. That works with other things. Continuous on the rearguard circle. All of your opponent's units in the back row in the same column as this unit cannot stand during the stand phase. So they got 2 of those.
Oh, so it's the same as the other one, but this is a grade 3, so you don't want to play it.
What do you mean you don't want to play it?
Well, you're already playing Machining Stag Beetle or Machining Hercules or Death Ward and Antlion. Like this is a like
I
you
don't know.
there's no this doesn't have a imaginary gift. You
No,
don't
it does
play
not.
Oh, no gift. True.
Well, I mean, it could also be for like a more budget build too.
Yeah.
I guess. Nah, but we're not budget players around here. We only listen to you if you spend lots of money.
But you know what's
Max
interesting
rarity,
too
everything.
is you can use that card that moves a card to the open rearguard circle, and then make sure that you move something in front of one of these so that it can't stand, and then you get all
Yeah.
that control there too.
Yeah.
Like
the deck so far, all these cards look really interesting. They look very combo oriented,
Yeah.
which it's very similar to Tachikaze's as well.
Oh,
So
that's interesting. I actually kind of like that better too, because now
Mhm.
that makes the other one. Because when you move it to an open rearguard circle, if you just move it to the back row, even if there's nothing in the front row, like it won't be able to stand. So it combos a little bit better. You just have to try harder to make the right units not be able to stand. Like they
Mhm.
just nerfed how good Mega Colony is at hitting the,
Well, it's like
Fucking
blocking
hell.
people from standing and forcing the vanguard not to stand.
Well, not
So-
locking. Not locking. It's not called locking. Say.
Lock will come back someday, I swear, on a stack of Necronomicons. Necronomicons? Yes, I have a stack of them right here. My hand is atop them, and I swear that Lock will come back someday. Speaking of trying hard, we have an email from Curtis.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I just thought that would be a funny thing to say. Curtis is a swell dude. That dude still retweets every time we post an episode to Twitter, and he's the winner. He's won the all-time award for most Drive Check retweets out there. So Curtis says, I think he meant to say ahoy. So like all hands ahoy, it's a Grand Blue question, because HOAY, I don't think that's a word. I've been on the ocean quite a bit of my life, and I've never heard that word, but I have heard ahoy. Anyways, all hands ahoy, it's a Grand Blue question. With draw perfect guards becoming the norm, will Gust Jin from V-Series replace other Grade 1 perfect guards in Night Rose Ghosties Night Mist for the premium format? As well, assuming V-Series Grand Blue gets a Grade 1 perfect guard, would it even make the deck? Little nervous to run draws for a clan that mills so freely. Just wanted to know the podcast's opinion. Thanks. I don't know, Cole. Where do you see this going? I mean, they're going to get a Grade 1 perfect guard. They're going to get a draw trigger perfect guard. Everybody gets those.
Yeah. So we have both of those already. In premium, we've seen some lists hopping in Japan, and some like deck brewing ideas. And it's a good idea to have 1 or 2 of the draws in there. You probably aren't going to have 4 unless you're playing standard, just because that draw perfect card is so good. Even though you're milling yourself a lot, that extra draw and that perfect card that you can use against, I don't remember who it was. There's I can't remember. But anyway, there are situations where that draw trigger perfect card is better than a grade 1 perfect guard.
Yeah,
However,
in situations where it says you can't call a normal unit.
yeah, exactly. You do also have your Rough Seas Banshee or your Gust Djinn, not Gust Djinn, Water Spout Djinn. So if you needed to, if you wanted more perfect guards, and you just kind of like wanted to cycle through, although I don't know how well Rough Seas Banshee's gonna work at premium now. And I'm thinking because if you tech in any grade 3 that has a protect gift marker, you're just getting free perfect guards. So in Rough Seas Banshee, you have to discard a card and Soul Blast one. So Rough Seas Banshee actually might not make it, but that also depends on what your build is. If you have enough cards that can reliably get you perfect cards with the protect gift. Anyway, in
What about
standard,
Freddy the Ghosty?
Freddy the Ghosty is on par with the new V series perfect card. It does not say placed from hand,
Yeah.
so you can use that. You can use Freddy.
Well,
really
but
just
the
doesn't
V
matter.
series perfect guard will have a higher base power.
That's right. It gets 1,000 more power. I forgot about that. However, if you're trying to run Freddy the Ghosty because he is a Ghosty, in Ghosties, you're probably going to want to keep Freddy the Ghosty because he is a Ghosty.
Yes.
But
Ghosty
I have
the mosty.
I have seen some Ghosty builds where Ghosty was the majority, but it was not everything. So it just depends on how you want to build that too.
All right.
But I like it.
Jack, what's your opinion on draw trigger perfect guards versus grade 1 perfect guards in standard?
In standard, I feel like you don't really have any reason not to run draw trigger perfect guards unless you don't want to run draw triggers in general. Then you would maybe play the grade 1. Like
What
if
if
you're
I
afraid
want
you're
to
going
play 16 crits?
Yeah, then you would play the grade 1 draw or the grade 1 perfect.
The answer is there is literally no clan in standard that would allow you to play 16 crits at this point.
Well, I meant in the future. Well, you don't know. What if we get the Psyqualia set and there's another crit trigger for
Well, I'm saying
Kagero?
at this point today, July 26, 2016, this is Drive Check, a Card Fight Vanguard
Yeah.
podcast.
2016, yep.
Whatever year it is, I don't know. I'm an old man.
Yeah, but in standard, I mean, you play it in premium. You like some of like you. It's good to tech in the grade 1 guards sometimes. Well, because 1, you have countercharging perfect guards in premium, and 2, if it says you can't like when there's a guard restrict for trigger units, then you can't guard with your perfect guards.
Mm-hmm.
Like with some of the OTT stuff. So
True. All
there
right.
you go.
So now we have an awesome email from an awesome listener, Francis, who says, Bonjour. I'm Francis, a Frenchie from Montreal. I don't like the term Frenchie. Anyways, I started playing at the creation of Standard. So 2 months ago? I started playing at the creation of Standard, and I love the game. I play Nova and Royals, and I'm interested in Dimension Police, but Grand Blue looks so cool. There's also Dark Irregulars coming. Ah, geez. Is having too many decks a thing? Who should I choose? Love the show. Au revoir. There's no such thing as having too many decks.
True.
Unless your decision-making process includes, do I want this new deck or do I want to buy food for the week?
No,
Then
nobody
that's too
needs
many
food. Live on air and water like the plants of nature. So just walk barefoot in the
sunlight.
soil and
All right,
get.
Will, I agree. do
Are
that.
you a Breatharian?
Do exactly what Will just said, guys.
No.
That's a great.
I think if you can afford decks that you want to build decks, as many decks as make you happy. Like for me, like I know for a fact, Nova Grapplers and Dimension Police I have zero interest in those decks. I don't like robots. Yeah. So I just never would want to build those, but like Grand Blue Undead Pirates, I love. Interspatial Liquid Metal Messiah creatures, I love. Dragons from outer space, evil horn dust tail unicorns. Oh, that's all me. I've learned to love paladins, not gold paladins. But yeah,
Hey.
it's just like whatever you want. Whatever you want and can afford.
Except don't build Mega Colony, because Mega Colony is dumb.
No. I know people, obviously Alan loves Mega Colony. So,
I'm
and
just-
also
I'm just-
obviously
I'm just-
Alan
I'm-
could bend you and snap you like a twig. So,
I'm just solidifying the opinion I've held on Mega Colony the entire time our podcast has been airing.
so in 2
Every
months we're
time
going to
we
hear from
talk
Jack
about
and he's
Mega
going to be like,
Colony.
I want to play Mega Colony.
Every time we talk about Mega Colony, every time I say this is stupid. Mega Colony are just a worse Link Joker. But
Well,
in Standard,
they were.
there is no Link Joker, so Mega Colony is a better Link Joker because you can actually play them.
Yeah,
true. It's true.
It's the same way how OTT used to be a worse Genesis. It's the same concept. Now the rules have switched. Obviously, Mega Colony is better than Link Joker because you can't play Link Joker, and OTT is better than Genesis because OTT is busted.
Yes. Also, Francis, I don't know how far Montreal is from Ottawa, but my friend Nick is in Ottawa, and you should play Vanguard with him because he likes Pale Moon.
Mhm.
No matter how many times I've told him not to like Pale Moon. People like what they like. Cole, Jack, do you guys have anything else to offer in this fine July evening?
Is it to Francis or just in general?
In general.
Oh, in
Stay
general.
in school.
You're going to be a junior.
I am.
I can't believe I knew you before you even started college, and you're already a junior. Time
now
flies
look at me.
so fast.
Now look at me.
I'd rather not. Cole?
I don't have anything in general, but just a little bit of advice to Francis. If you want to build one deck from each of these sets, they're spaced out for the most part far enough. And so far, the decks in Standard at least are not very expensive, like compared to what they were in the G era.
Oh, heck yeah.
$300 some dollars. They're about half
I spent
that.
more than that on Messiahs.
Extra deck. Well, when you have to buy 8 extra cards that are all high rarity, that adds up.
Exactly. Yeah. Plus, Yep. So it's honestly, it is for the most part more affordable. And even if you do want to make a budget build, there are still ways that you can play each clan that you want fairly cheap coming out. So that's really nice. So if you want to try something, go for it. Highly recommend it.
Just final reminder, if you have been thinking about going to Gen Con, Cole and I will be there all 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's next week, August 2nd through the 5th. That's how time works.
Has the time gone?
I know.
I remember last year's Gen Con.
And you're going to remember
How'd that
this
go?
one because it's going to be the best one ever.
Yeah.
There are still tickets available. So if you do want to see the seminar that we're giving in the Lucas Oil Stadium, come on Saturday. That's when that is. And we still do have one slot left for our Learn to Play Vanguard, have fun playing Vanguard. Here's a secret for our dedicated listeners. Even though we only have 18 slots for that particular event, if you show up and we have a free seat at the table, you are free to come and play Vanguard with us. You do not have to pay the $4 for a ticket. I'm not sure we're going to have enough decks and everything to give out, but if you just want to come and play Vanguard or come and say hello, feel free to do that. And it's in the program book, so you'll be able to find us. But that's Saturday at Gen Con. Otherwise, we are at Gen Con for the entire time. So if you want to tweet at the Drive Check podcast or me or Cole directly, we can find a place to meet up. Most likely, we will always keep decks with us so that we can play Vanguard at any time. So that's something to think about. All right. Need to say thank you. Who are these people? Review our podcast in iTunes. Review our podcast in whatever you're using to listen to podcasts. Those reviews help more people to find us and get us a better reputation, so we can, have more listeners.
Reap in that sweet, sweet Patreon.
We're not there yet. But thanks to Zach Boydis for our intro music. And I don't know why it still says maybe. I literally talk to Zach at least once a week. I know exactly who made the music. Zach Boydis for our intro music. Jeremy Woods for our outro music. If you would like to throw us some cash, our Patreon is www.patreon.com/drivecheck. Potentially in the future, it may be pullupachair.cash. We'll see about registering that domain. Make it a little easier for you. But we do appreciate any donations that people are able to make to help us out, and especially Wesley Welch and Nick Gittolini, who have graciously contributed to us at the Mizaki tier. So thank you to them. Anybody who contributes, we put your name in the show notes every week. So you can have a small bit of internet fame that way if you want to throw us some money. If you want to reach us directly by email, like Curtis and Francis, you can reach us at drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. On Twitter, the show is at drive_check. And we have other people. We haven't done this in so long. You took me out of it, Cole. Well, I'm at Wash in the Sink, WASHINTHESINK. If you see me at Gen Con, here's some encouragement to come see us. I may tell you where that name comes from. Cole?
I don't even know where that name comes from.
So
that'd be nice. Oh, I'll see you at Gen Con. I'll ask you then.
No, you are excluded. Some terms and exclusions apply.
All right, I'm at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE.
And I am at Drive_Jack. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. Can't even do that right. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. We will exterminate every last one of you powerless beings.
Is that a mega colony? Why are they exterminating?
Yeah. I think it's ironic.
I forgot to plug that I'm on the Tuesday Night Podcast this week. I did the whole thing. Oh, well. Maybe they'll find it by chance.